The cadet band from Betty and Bob Hartman of Palmerton.
And I can't believe that anybody that wants to be a friend would give a $40 donation, wouldn't want their name mentioned over the air.
How about that?
To you out there, whoever the friend is, you are our friend.
Thank you
very much. A $40 pledge. Thank you.
$10 to Ben from Ben's grandparents. It's a Ben Staggerwalt who's in the band from his grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Ray Mack of Slatington. $10. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone, for phoning in the pledges.
Excuse me.
Oh, you'll grab that one. That one we read already. We got that. Okay.
All right.
Well, you've been down there pretty well. There.
Yeah. Again, we say thank you so
Did you hear
much
that
for
grunt?
that. I'll tell you, 53 going on 95. It's terrible. But we again, are so honored and so privileged to have so many parents call in from the elementary band. And in a little while, we're going to be introducing, again, we're going to go to the high school, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But again, you saw the simulation program, and you talked about if they can find it in the infancy stage.
Well, that's the key.
Sometimes you can't, but
Yeah.
and if it doesn't, but you get into the older stage, there's still that possibility and still that chance that somebody can be helped.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely.
your dollars make it all possible. Again, I might repeat, but I get soft-hearted because I see the youngsters that were here before, and I see the teenage area now where we're going to be getting into, and how proud and honored parents must feel that their children have the capability and the ability to do these things.
Yeah.
And this is where your dollars might make it just that one person in the Easter Seal family might be able to go out and do something in this order.
You know, you have to be proud of these young people because you know they can play instruments, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice. You just don't pick up an instrument and all of a sudden one day you're playing it. So it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of practice, and they're doing this so that the people who have trouble walking, talking, just eating, caring for themselves, can do that. And that is an accomplishment when that is succeeded. When those people who can't care for themselves can do that. When a youngster could say a few words that wasn't expected to talk, or walk when they weren't expected to walk, that is an accomplishment that these young people are helping make happen. Because they're coming on and they're doing the entertainment, people are watching and enjoying it and phoning in and pledging their dollars for Easter sales.
You know,
it is nice to see that.
You know, with you saying being able to eat, and then we have a dear friend of ours who I have known for maybe 40 years, ever since I was only like 10, 12, 13 years old. And this lady is now in a Leader nursing home, and she fell about, just around the Christmas holidays, and she hit her head. And ever since that day, she cannot talk, she cannot move, she breathes on her own is the only thing, but she's being fed through a tube into the stomach. In 2 weeks, she'll be going through a major operation. If it is a success, everything will be fine. If not, I mean, this is the way things are going to be.
Yeah.
But again, just speaking of things like this, is what it's so important that instead of waiting, now this was an accident.
Yeah.
But these youngsters that are in the Easter Seal area, they are not, it is not an accident.
No.
This is something that a lot of times they are born with. Yeah. And this is where they need your help now. So that 10, 15 years down the line, they're not going to have to live through this the rest of their life.
Right.
There is that possibility that they can be helped. So, I believe we're just about ready for some entertainment.
Tom, do you want to introduce?
Yeah, we got
the
Palmerton High School Jazz Band now. And Tom, you want to take over again since you're the busy man of the hour?
Okay. Well, that's right. This is the Palmerton High School Jazz Ensemble. I'm going to play 3 selections for you right now. The first one will be a very popular tune called Sweet Caroline. The second one is a jazz standard called Cute, and it features Steve Lilly on the drums. Whenever Steve's ready. And the third selection is called Backstreet Blues, and it will feature Nicky Buck on alto sax and Joel Flickinger on trumpet. While we finish with these last-minute arrangements on this rather hectic day, I'll mention to you that last night the jazz band here went to a jazz festival at Northern Lehigh High School. Heard some good bands play, and at the end of it, we discovered that we were rated excellent, so we were very pleased with our rating on that. Well, since we're still waiting for a little bit of more activity. Maybe you can fill in the blanks at home by picking up the phone and calling one of those numbers on your screen. We have a whole new set of students here. These are junior high. We have 4 8th graders and 10 9 through 12 students here. We have new students to play for you. Maybe some family members of the jazz band will be able to call in now and dedicate some pledges just like the parents of the cadet band did. We're almost ready. We're going to try and start momentarily. Maybe, Larry, you can fill in another minute for us while we finish setting up.
We'll do that, Tom. Billy and I are getting pretty good at this now. We should be after all these years.
After
but
all these years,
the one thing I'm going to announce before Billy does get to it, I think you said 14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's almost how many years it took me to get out of school. So I should be able to count to 14. But the thing I'm getting at is now 14 youngsters here. That means we should get 14 phone calls. Anybody related? Nobody brothers and sisters? Nobody brothers and sisters? That means we should get 14 phone calls from at least parents, grandparents, or somebody.
Yeah,
so as we went through with the elementary, we had a ton of phone calls.
Yeah.
I think we had even more than the 30 that 34 that were there.
We had a lot.
And
you figure grandparents,
that's
and
right,
relatives,
that's
and
right.
friends.
And now you parents are out there, and I know you don't want to call when they start, so until they get started, why not make that phone call now? And if you can't make the phone call now, then after you do a couple numbers or so, but make those phones ring. Let your children here know that you are part of the Easter Seals and the Telethon, helping us from home like they are helping us here.
That's great.
Billy?
That's great. Get those phones. You see the phone numbers rolling in front of you throughout the day. Call whichever one is your local call, and please pledge in. And if you're related or friends with any of these fine students, they're going to have some nice jazz. I love jazz. And enjoy the music. And if you don't want to phone in now that you might miss some of the music, okay, don't. Wait and sit down and wait. But be sure, when they're done playing, you come in and make that phone call.
You know what? Darryl told me to make an announcement. I think I'm going to let Darryl do it.
Oh,
just about
okay. All right.
A real quick one, Mike, here. You made a remark to me about the house band.
Yeah.
Well, you tell us.
Can you got me? Is my mic working? I said if somebody wants to make a $50 pledge and come down here and sing a song with the band on live TV, we'll back you up.
No matter how good, no matter how bad.
How about that?
It really doesn't
Just
matter.
come down with your $50.
We have our moments when we're not so good too, but hey, if you want to sing on TV, if you want to show your friends what you can or cannot do,
you walk
come
in
on
here
down,
with a $50 bill to write up a
Absolutely.
pledge, and you can sing with the band.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How about that? Sing with the chords.
Anyway, you want to
You get to sing with the chords.
You want to loan me $50?
I don't know. I don't know if I.
But anyway, again, having a lot of fun and enjoying ourselves because we're going to be here 12 hours. Well, it's down to about 11, but so we have to enjoy ourselves along with this.
That's
and
right.
We're going to have ourselves a good time all
Yes,
day
we are.
long. And I believe they are ready, so
Yes.
why not let them take over? Thank you,
Okay.
Darryl.
Great. Take
Tom,
it away.
go get them. Isn't that just fantastic? Now, when I was thinking while they were playing here, you know,
Wow,
it's,
who's that? Oh, that student, that one student over on the left. Is,
yeah,
not
he
there.
left now, but
Must
he,
have really been
yeah,
in there for
he
a
looks
long
little-
time.
We are back.
We're off the air. We're off.
We're off the air.
I believe.
Okay. We had a little power outage. Lights went out. Lights went out there, but
We got
apparently we're
video
on the
anyway.
air.
We have video. Whether
Yeah,
we
we have video.
uh,
We have audio, guys? Yeah, don't know.
Okay, I believe we are back on
Yes,
again.
we are.
We had a little bit of power failure there.
Yeah,
Sorry
hey,
about that.
that's
So,
First time that
uh,
happened.
well, I mean, maybe that's a good sign that we're doing well,
Yeah.
or it could mean a bad sign that
I don't
we're not
know.
doing
Well,
too well.
we'll
Either
see.
way you want to
We'll
look
see
at
how
it.
we're
Now,
doing.
as I was saying before, they rudely interrupted me by cutting the power.
That's right.
See, these
That's right.
young ladies and young gentlemen here, were some of you in the elementary bands years
At
ago?
one time?
Most of you?
Uh-huh.
All of you? There you go.
So you
they're
progressed.
shaking their heads yes, which means what you saw earlier with the elementary band and how good they sounded there.
Right.
And imagine when they just got a little bit older, 14 people here, and how fantastic they sound.
Yeah.
Man, they do have one. I can believe that you got a lot of good reviews last night and that, and it was really, they really sound great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got a few pledges here, and you have a few, but these are still from the elementary band.
Oh, wow.
We still
This is
need
great.
those folks out there, you parents and grandparents in relation to these people here that are in the high school jazz band.
Jazz band.
I think it's time you get those phones ringing out there and let them know, like the elementary band parents did, that you are behind what they are doing. Because they are here again. This is a Saturday. It's a beautiful day out there now. And I'm sure a lot of them could just as well be doing something else than be sitting here in a studio playing.
Practicing their instruments.
Right, yeah. But anyway, they are here, and they are doing their part to help us, to help Easter Seals. And I feel now that it's time for the parents to get behind their young ladies and young gentlemen and support them to let them know that they're watching so that they can help us here with the telethon.
Oh,
Let's
we
read
thank you.
these few
Let's
pledges.
start reading them. I have a $10 pledge from J&J Floral and Gift Shop in Palmerton.
And I have a $10 pledge from Mary Walk from Lehighton, from Grandma Mary Walk, and this is honor of Samantha Green.
$10 from Alfie's Pizza in Lehighton.
From Charles and Margaret Smith from Palmerton in honor of Ashley Smith and for her sister and brother, and this is a $20 pledge.
Yeah, this also is a $20 pledge for Jennifer Henning. Jennifer's in the band, and it's from her grandfather, Earl Henning of Palmerton.
All right, now we have one for the Angel Board, which we will have to get in here so
We'll
that
get
we
that
can
up
put
later,
it up
a little
there.
bit later on.
Mr. and Mrs. Tom Mifkovich from Lehighton, and it is for Justin Mifkovich, and it's from Mother and Dad, and he played in the cadet band. So again, this will be going on the Angel Board, but again, now we need you parents out there that were not the cadet band. Well, hey, if your cadet band parents didn't call yet, you can still do so. But all
Oh,
of
hey,
these
we'll
pledges
take
are
calls.
still
We'll take
from
calls
them.
all day from anyone.
But we do need you people out
that's
there
our job.
now. When you, like I said before, if you watched your youngster play in the elementary band years and years ago, now they've grown. Now they're playing in the high school jazz band, and they are good.
Yes,
they
they
are
are.
really good. They have one fantastic sound, and I almost said something else. They're really doing a great job. So again, you people out there, get those phones ringing. Let these youngsters here know that you are behind them.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to keep pitching, or are we ready for Carol?
Scotty's Fashions, Citizen National Bank of Lansford, the Palmerton Hospital, Kovach Dealerships, and Congressman Paul Kanjorski, Subway from Lehighton and Walnutport, the Mont Chunk Trust Company of Jim Thorpe, Tarkett Incorporated of Whitehall, Rentschler, Chrysler, Geo, Chevrolet in Plymouth, Randy Arnolf, dentist, Dr. Charles F. Garone of Palmerton, Vic's Time in Palmerton, the Jim Thorpe National Bank, Jim Thorpe, Yike Excavating of Jim Thorpe, the Golden Key Market,